Hello, good morning. Yes, it is early, but I'm just laying here on my couch, so I'm like, I think I'd rather sleep in than go live tomorrow during the day, so that's what I'm gonna do. However, I am a little bit late because I was making burnt popcorn. Yes, I'm a rebel. Everybody hates me for it because for some reason people can't stand the smell of burnt popcorn. I think it's amazing. So I had to eat the whole bag before I went live. And then I had to rip the packaging up and lick the butter off the sides because that's one of the best parts. Morning, Dawn. Love you, Dawn. You little hacker, you. Okay, so before, let's see, where do I begin? Well, I'm just going to respond to a couple of things that I heard in streams, like my father making another appearance on Natasha's and a couple other things. So, gather around.
No, no chance. No, no dance. No, no chance. No, no dance. No, no chance. Don't give me second chances.
That's so cool!
I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My
Morning perspective. Oh, I love you. I love you guys. Why are you so good to me? Hey, Bill. Love you, Bill. All right, so there was a couple things my um, sperm donor said that I'll correct, but before I get into him, let me just clear up bullshit Amy because she's real easy just to fucking knock out of the park and then move on because she's so desperate to just like say something that's going to offend you. And it's like, Amy, first of all, you realize you've been using the same cut downs for years and they're my cut downs. You literally are like word for word. It's odd. But Amy said, she was like, you know, because I think they were going over like what my dad was saying. And my dad had said something about like when I've like the places I've lived over the years. And Amy was like, "Ugh, he always needs somebody. First, he had his parents, then, he had his boyfriend, Cody. And then Cody and him, Robbie got arrested for domestic violence. And then it's the same repeated thing, same thing with this husband. Amy, you're fucking stupid. Cody is probably the best person I've ever been in a relationship with. There was no domestic violence. I was with him from 2014 to 2018. And I have nothing bad to say about Cody. I love him. He's a great person. He's also a Gemini. So we always communicated really good because we both communicate because we're Geminis. And he was funny. Looking back, I should have married him, even though it didn't work out, because the choice I made was just a doozy. No personality, boring, bland. Cody was fun, and I still love him to this day. No negative words to say about him. What you're referring to, Amy, was back in 2007 with my ex-boyfriend, Michael. That was domestic violence, harassment over the phone. And you know this, Amy, you're just fucking stupid and try to like steer people off the path of like actual facts because that's what you do. You're very bored over there in your camper. So, anyways, um, yeah, that was my ex Michael. Which, by the way, Michael and I, my ex boyfriend, we get along great. Matter of fact, like months and months ago, when I was like, "Oh, you guys, I'm meeting up with my ex Michael," he came on the live stream and said, "Hi, we're good." So you're a fucking idiot, Amy. And then she said, and then his parents moved. So he had to move in with his Aunt Sally. First of all, who the fuck said I would ever want to move back with my parents to begin with? You dumb bitch. I lived on my own. Uh well, on my own, and then I had roommates. Um like my friends, my own income, Amy. Unlike you can say, with Chad supporting every fucking thing you do. Amy, when's the last time you paid a bill with your own money? You haven't. That irks you. Hey, Anitra. So, yeah, I mean, I lived on my own with roommates from like, what, 2001 to fucking 2007 or 2005? And then completely on my own all the way to like 2010. And then I moved in with my parents. That's where you got the story twisted. Because I moved out of my apartment, and that's when I went and lived with my parents. Okay. Now, my parents kicked me out of the house when I was 18 years old when I told them I was gay. Literally that night, they told me to leave. Packed up my shit, called my friend Crystal from a payphone, because back then cell phones weren't a big thing. And I'm at this payphone and I'm looking across the street in this weird neighborhood, and there's this person getting robbed at the Taco Bell drive-through window. I'm like, oh my God, Crystal, hurry. I'm lost. Crystal is my grace. She's always been my, what you would call, fag hag. She's amazing. And yeah. And then from there, my boyfriend and I got an apartment together. I think I stayed at Crystal's for like a week or two until we got an apartment in the very same complex. Well, she can't run that vibrator in her camper, Bill, unless the air conditioner's turned off. Remember, she has to switch on, switch off. If you guys didn't know, Amy in her camper, she can't run the generator and the AC. Like, if the AC's on, she has to have everything else turned off. It does, Anitra. And yeah, and so when I moved out from Cody's, which actually is, and Amy's like, he always needs someone. When you're in a relationship, Amy, it goes two ways. See, both Cody and I paid the mortgage on the home. Okay? We both had jobs. You can't say the same, hun. You never will. You don't got it in ya. So on April 1st, April Fool's Day of 2018, I think it was, Cody and I officially called it off. We were staying in separate rooms anyways, and I moved in with Aunt Sally. And that just so happened to be the very same day I got married years later, unfortunately. So yeah, Amy, you dumb fuck. And where do I live now, Amy? In my own place. That's what you do as a responsible adult when you get back on your feet and you don't mooch off people like you do to Chad. Okay, hun? But you'll never get your shit together. Ever. Don't worry about me and mine, girl. Like I said, answer yourself this question, Amy. When is the last time you've paid for anything with your own money? Now, you're not married, so it's not both your money. That's Chad's hard-earned money. Your husband who had a stroke and you won't get off your ass to fucking help with the bills? Yeah. He pays for everything. Okay, hun? And that's a fact. So you just stay over there all fucking mad in your camper, and I'll keep on correcting you, bitch. Love you, Katie. So that's all I have to say to that fucking heifer. Now let's get into what my dad was saying. And first of all, actually, Jax, honey, again, tonight, like, you know how, listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if people wish death on me. I don't care if they wish AIDS on me or call me say I do drugs every day of my life. I don't care if they say I've killed my hamsters. The only reason I bring those things up is to say, hey, this is how you attacked me first. People seem to forget that. And then I go back at them with whatever I may think that hurts them, right? Because that's their whole intention. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So I don't give a fuck about any of that. However, I just find it very ironic that people completely ignore, especially when it's actively being said. You know, Natasha saying she doesn't care if I die. Meanwhile, she tells my dad on panel, I've been praying for Robbie. I've been praying for him. Really? You mean death, you dumb bitch? And you can say all you fucking want that I wished SA on your grandchild. That's not correct. Okay? I said I hope with all the shit, actually. I'll go even further. Like you said, you don't care if I die. It's funny that I got sexually assaulted. All of that stuff. Well, I hope the same thing. I hope you have to experience that, even if it's with your own granddaughter. I mean, shit, you're running out of options here. Your sister, your grandma, your aunt. Fuck. That's why I said earlier in Nikki's chat, she's stealing my relatives. Natasha doesn't care, but she literally has like gone into every personal relationship that I've had just simply because she got her feelings butt hurt that I wanted to stay neutral with her and Nikki. So she goes and inserts herself in my divorce, which is so fucking weird. And then my parents, all that shit. Bitch, you could keep them, Natasha. There's a reason none of my family talks to them. None of my siblings. Nothing to do with them. Okay? So, anyways, Jax says tonight, see, this is the hypocrisy. They go low first. I just know how to do it more effective, which is not a good trait, but fuck it. I mean, treat people the way you want to be treated. Yeah, Nikki is an amazing human being. Not Natasha's sister, by the way. She was probably a cunt. My best friend, Nikki. Um, so, anyways, Jax is like, well, Robbie, you're going to end up 6 feet in the ground soon because you keep doing meth every day of your life. Well, first of all, you dumb, fucking, toothless, hobo looking bitch. Who the fuck said I even do drugs? Y'all know my struggles I've had in the past. Bitch, you don't know shit. So every day you look in that fucking mirror, Jax, I want that reminder of your teeth missing out of your fucking mouth to be that's probably your karma for fucking spreading bullshit rumors. Bitch, who has all their fucking teeth? I do. Tiffany sure doesn't, because she does meth all the time. There's a difference, hon. What's your excuse, Jax? And I don't think you should be concerned, especially based off bullshit rumors that people say nonstop. Robbie's a meth head. Robbie's a meth head. Okay, well, believe that. I still look better than you, am healthier than you, and happier. So, fuck, I should do some meth. Fuck it, you know? So don't worry about me, Jax. You should worry about your poor diet. Amy, too. You know, Amy and Jax have said the same thing like, oh, he's going to end up dead. just off dumb bullshit, rumors. Um, Amy, Amy's, she brought up my sex life because Amy is so fucking obsessed with people I have sex with, if I use protection or not, if I was S8 or not. And Amy, listen up, you dumb bitch. She's like, which one is it, Robbie? Were you raped or was it a bad hookup? Both, Amy. But saying it's a bad hookup takes the power out of the fucking insult from cunts like you, bitch. And then she's like, Robbie doesn't use protection when he has sex. He's so reckless. Well, how many times has your doctor told you to drink more water and stop fucking drinking Mountain Dew every day, Amy? Ozempic is not going to fix that, hun. That's a shortcut. Take care of your own shit. Because it's very apparent that you ain't. Don't worry about my health. Don't worry about my finances because yours are a fucking mess. You can't even finance anything for the rest of your life because you and Chad are so far in debt and your family doesn't fucking want you in their house. That's why you want a camper, girl. You said that with your own mouth. We've been here, done that before. And Jax, also, honey, even if I did do meth every day, girl, you need to focus on that health, hun. The arteries, the cardio, all of it. Don't worry about me. You should be worried about getting your blood pressure up, talking about me. Because it is very clear you do not take care of yourself. Okay? So anyways, nobody budges, saying, they don't care if I die and I'm gonna die and blah blah blah. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Seriously? And what? What if I do die? What are you gonna feel good about yourself? Like, what's your point here, bitch? And I stand by everything that I've said. It goes back to the golden rule. Do not disrespect people and say foul shit if you don't want the same in return. Now, I realize there's a lot of fucking projecting, fucking idiotic, unself-aware, dumbass people out here that completely ignore the shit they do. But I don't give a fuck. You could show a million fucking times the shit I fucking say because I say it with my mouth when you do it first. Now, Jax is like, oh yeah, and then he apologized, or he didn't apologize. He retracted what he said. No, bitch, I didn't retract what I said. I said exactly what the fuck I said about Natasha's family, her granddaughter, anybody. Don't be out here wishing death on people and fucking all of this vile shit when you have people dropping like flies around you. Don't be out here fucking making fun of their sexual assault when it could happen to you or somebody you love. And Jackson's like, oh, he said he didn't say that. He just said he hopes that you have to experience the same thing. Exactly. And that's what I said the first time, Jax. Clean out your fucking ears, woman. He's a coward. No, bitch. That's why I said it with my mouth the same way both fucking times, bitch. Oh, absolutely, Dragonfly. Amy, I mean, even as her friend, like, I was aware of all the issues she had and how miserable she is and always will be. But, she was my friend. I loved her, but mm-mm-mm. So, anyways, then my dad is saying, you know, uh, Robbie was spoiled and they had their life catered to them. Okay, first of all, my parents lived paycheck to paycheck. My mom would drain the bank account gambling in Central City. That's another thing that caused so many fights is my mom being irresponsible. All right? So just when you got a little bit of extra cash there, Dave, and you decided to help your son or your daughter or your other sons, you're a parent, dude. And am I supposed to feel bad for you fucking getting materialistic shit or helping, get Christmas gifts? Which, by the way, I told you the Christmas story about the time they threw the presents out of the closet. Um, yeah, that doesn't make up for the emotional fucking bullshit you put me and my siblings through. So, bitch, you could talk about throwing around your pocketbook, which was empty most of the time and still is, Dave. But, bitch, that's just deflection. Robbie was raised really well. He was a decent human being. I don't know what his problem is. Yeah, you don't, Dave. First of all, I don't fucking talk to you and mom, barely. I have to block mom often because the only time she communicates with me is in my YouTube comments section, running her fucking mouth, being the pessimist, instigating trash that she is. So, yeah, I'm going to say something and I don't give a fuck. Just because you have the title of a parent does not make you exempt from me having a problem with your behavior and how you're treating me. I have put up with your disrespect my entire life, and I'm the only child that tolerated it for as long as I did. My other siblings, they gave up on your asses long ago. Long ago. So spare me your bullshit of he was good. I don't know what happened. He must be on drugs. Oh, really? Oh, so now you're running with that narrative. Okay. And you're also participating. This is what, like, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? After every passive aggressive, yet aggressive comment my mom has left on my streams, instead of calling me and talking like a normal human being, she does it publicly in my comment section, saying the most fucking instigating, shitty things just to be offensive. And I will tell you, I am used to my mother taking all of her anger out from the frustration of, you know, her grandchildren wanting nothing to do with her, which, by the way, they're pretty much all in their 20s. People are like, oh, yes, they're grandkids. Yeah, they're like, one of them's 25. They're all pretty much in their 20s, except for my brother's youngest two daughters, which my mother's never even met because my brother won't allow it. He got fed up long ago. So, for my father and her just to like completely ignore the instigating bullshit they've done publicly and then go to channels and actively support them. As a matter of fact, there was a stream that my dad was in the comments today. And it was a stream that stream that Amy was like, oh, what, were you raped, Robbie, or were you not? Yeah, that's perfectly okay, right? As a parent, don't you think, listen, I'm not a parent, but even if something like that happened to one of my animals or something, what the fuck is wrong with you? Now, again, I'm a very strong, independent, emotionally independent person. So that kind of shit doesn't bother me except for the bullshit hypocrisy. That's what bugs me. And you know what? My dad is right. I was and am a very good fucking person. The difference is, Dad, the older I got, the more, and I'm still working on it, the more I don't tolerate bullshit from people. Now, the last thing I'm working on with that is I love peace and forgiveness. I love that. I'll always do that with anybody. But bitch, the older I get, I'm like, why haven't I set boundaries earlier in my life? Why can't I enjoy this forgiveness and peace but then not allow it to happen again by talking to the motherfucker. And Kim over there, listen, bitch. Kim's like, Robbie, he's just gonna have to end up in jail. That's what's gonna teach him. Wait, what? Because you don't like my fucking opinions, Kim? Well, I guess Crafton will have to fucking go back to jail too, huh? How many times has he swung at you this week, Kim? Oh, none. They've moved beyond that. Even though there's literal fucking screenshots of Kim's messages saying that Crafton would kill her and unalive himself when he's in that state of mind. There's nothing he won't do. But they're in love. Spare me with that shit. Listen, Kim, I don't know what desperation feels like because I don't fucking look like you or Crafton. But honey, have some standards. Are you afraid of being alone or something because you know nobody else will want you? What's going on with that, Kim? Hmm? Stand up for yourself, Kim. Okay, hon? That's what I do. And you got a problem with that. Well, jealousy's a fucking bitch, and so is envy. Don't know what to tell ya. Exactly, Dragonfly. First of all, I've always said this. I had to teach myself communication skills because my mother lacks it. My dad lacks it too. He's a very talkative person. Um, he's very friendly, but he's a pushover. He's my mom's mouthpiece. And Natasha's like, "Isn't that what you do when you're married?" No, you don't. You don't support abusive people when you're married, Natasha. Don't know where you got that fucking idea from, but yeah, no. Mm-mm. And Crafton, just to correct you, ma'am, he said Robbie was on his live stream and he was trying to make his chat believe that that wasn't even his real dad on there, that that was somebody else. And I'm like, Crafton, God, thank God you don't fucking do true crime, bro. That's not what I said. That is not my father's voice, honey. Open your ears, meaning he's you could hear the fakeness. My dad does not talk like that. Somebody said he sounded like another YouTube creator. I forget who. That is not my dad's normal speaking voice. He's up there putting on a show for my mother. Okay, my dad's a very funny, fun guy, but unfortunately, his ball and chain has completely brainwashed and corrupted him, and he'll never be free. That's just how it is. So, unfortunately. Oh, and Natasha, let me ask you a question, honey. She's like, isn't that what you do when you're married? Is defend each other? Yes, you have a point there. But do you physically abuse each other and get the cops called on both of you and both of you get arrested, Natasha? No. See, that's why I got out of my marriage. Okay? Because a gun was pulled out back in June of last year. A fucking shotgun, not by me, Kim and Noodle Mash, you dumb fucks. And my spouse and brother-in-law were arrested for that. Okay? And I should have left then until things got worse. So my parents have also been arrested for that within the last couple of years, Natasha. That's what you do when you're married. Shut the fuck up, bitch. What would you know about marriage? You know shit. What is your husband's name? Shannon? Or some female name? What the fuck? Hey, Laugh at Life. Love you. So yeah, Crafton, you're dumb. All of you are fucking dumb. Kim, I am so, like, every time you open your mouth, it's about me. And you have so much like fucking rage, dude. Simply because I don't fucking like you. Deal with it. She's like, uh-huh. Yep, this is what addicts do. Well, bitch, you would know because you're fucking addicted to fucking fattening foods. And Another thing that's frustrating about that is I don't give a fuck if people think I'm an addict. But what's frustrating is everybody out here can have their moments of being reactive and, upset or angry. And that's justified. They're angry because, people are saying mean stuff to them. Dude, I get angry or I react when people are fucking foul to me, and completely unfair, by the way. Remember, this all started because I wanted to stay neutral, and I told Natasha I love you, I love Nikki, and that wasn't good enough for that bitch. She decided to start dragging me. Well, that's on her. C'est la vie, bitch. But when I'm reactive or I respond to some filthy shit thrown my way, oh, he's crazy. He needs help. This is the drugs talking. This has got to be the drugs. First of all, you dumb cunts, let me tell you something. The whole point of when first of all, I don't think I was ever addicted to drugs. It was an issue that was here and there, and every time I did it, I shouldn't have because it just made me feel like shit and I would disappear. Bitch, if I was on drugs, you wouldn't fucking see me on here. The whole point of doing drugs, okay, especially methamphetamines, is to fucking completely forget any anything and anyone that causes you stress or anything. It disappears. It's gone. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Exactly, Dragonfly. Hey, Kendra. So if these people actually thought that I needed help, and even hearing my dad say that, I'm like, really, bitch? Have you got help for your fucking drinking problem, bitch? And Kim, shut the fuck up. Kim's like, any decision you make in your life, that's on you. Okay, you're an adult now. Because I said when I was younger, my parents they would encourage that we drink at home with our friends. We were like 12 years old. So, Kim, honey, I don't need no history lesson from a fucking heifer like yourself that was not around and you don't know how my childhood was. But I will tell you confidently that is what started my issues with alcohol. First of all, being raised in an extremely alcoholic home, but then also be encouraged to drink myself. Okay? So that is where it started, bitch. Where did your eating addiction start, hun? Maybe you should worry about that. And Kim, honey, it's your decision to keep eating unhealthy. You're an adult. Why hasn't this issue been addressed yet, hun? Hmm? Now listen, these cunts are going to be like, did you hear the vile shit he said? Well, yeah, I'm saying it as myself and I mean it. I don't have to make troll accounts to be fucking shocking because that is my opinion. Deal with it. Y'all bitches are cowards and fucking say shit behind the scenes or create troll accounts. Well, I'm not sorry that I'm too fucking tired for that. And I'll say shit as myself, whether you think I'm a fucking nut, a monster, or not, bitch. What you gonna do? Hey, Trisha. Yes, exactly, Trisha. That's what all of them say. Robbie, he needs help. He's clearly on drugs. Well, first of all, anybody that knows me, especially if you were my close friend, you know that you would never see me for days. Because I would go into a sex hole, y'all. Pop on the porn, bust out the poppers. Let's get some hot guys and a circle jerk and fuck anything else in the world. That's what drugs were to me. I could not function on them. I would never be able to go in public on drugs. I would never be able to speak because you would know. Like, I wouldn't be able to speak. Okay, it dehydrates the fuck out of you. Your mouth gets dry as fuck. You're tired. So when the sex part and the high is over and the party's over, bitch, I'm sleeping. Fuck YouTube. Fuck any drama bullshit. I was never a functioning meth user. I'll tell you who is though, Tiffany. That's who is. I don't fuck with all that shit. And these bitches sit there. Oh my god, did you see how hyper Robbie was today? Yeah. Why don't you ask my fucking father or mother if they'll fucking get their facts straight? I've always been a fucking. I've used humor to get through everything in my life because my childhood was fucked. So that's why I started liking entertainment and acting and music and just making people laugh, even if it's the time where people are like, oh, that is too soon. No, bitch, it's never too soon to laugh. I'm an optimist and I'm a realist. And that's how I am. If you don't fucking like, you have to judge every fuck. Oh my God, look at him. He's talking so fast. Yeah, bitch, it's called fucking not being a fucking monotone cunt like Tiffany over there. And that bitch is on meth. Why the fuck does she talk so slow? Oh yeah, because it dries your mouth out. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Dragonfly, it does. And humor is always my go-to. That's why normally when I respond or I'm upset, I'm like, this is my place of venting. Okay, my channel and my place of creativity, and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I saw Natasha's people commenting, this is what happens when you're a bad person. Your parents stop talking to you. Whoever the fuck you are, I stopped talking to my parents, just like my siblings, multiple times, bitch. And every time, see, this is why they don't like it when I give examples. They say, oh, bad things have happened. This is Robbie's worst year. Bad things have happened to him because of who he is. Okay, well, that's why I pointed out. Well, I guess your aunt, your sister, your mom, or your mom's almost dead. Natasha, not your mom. Sorry, she's still here. Your grandma, ask yourself that question. Does that happen because you're a bad person? What about Dalton leaving? Like you like to talk about my divorce. Is that because you're a bad person? Well, I could imagine Dalton leaving. Yes, it is. Because I would not be able to stand 2 seconds of fucking living with your ass. So, yeah. I mean, shit happens to all of us. Just because you don't like me doesn't give you excuses to deflect. When you say foul shit to me first, and I just fucking give it right back to you. That's your problem. Maybe you shouldn't be fucking instigating. Maybe a lot of you should start fucking taking care of your own selves, focusing on your own problems, addictions, relationships, all that shit. But literally, I mean, people supporting Natasha are so fucking stupid because she's literally sitting there with my dad on the panel saying, this should never be brought public to YouTube. Okay, well, the very man on panel is the exact person you should be saying that to, honey. I tolerate my parents no longer, okay? Because and most of the time I would just either ignore my mom's shitty ass comments or just block her for a while. But not this time, not when she's fucking sitting there preaching the word of God while actively fucking supporting and fucking rubbing it in my face that, you know, you need to do this and that, and on channels where rape is even a conversation. Mom, shame on you, Joan. Shame on you. You get what you give. And spare me with this. They're like, oh my God, this is elderly abuse. Really, bitch? Answer yourself this question, Joan. Who the fuck messages who? That would be you, okay, coming to my channel. Because you're not a mother, so you could never fucking pick up a phone and call me. You're the one who started this. You are the one communicating negative shit with me, bitch. There ain't nothing abusive about that except on your end. Okay, and don't pull the elderly abuse card. I don't even think you're elderly yet. You're just, your body's run down from being a severe fucking alcoholic your whole life. Jesus. I am so sorry, Vicky, and to anybody who, you know, is close to anybody. I'm really sorry. I wish I could say the same about my mother, but like I said before, I grieved her death when I was a child because I thought so many times that they had died in a car accident or something because they wouldn't fucking come home. And when the bar would close, they'd fucking go out partying or go to a house party with their friends or go fucking out eating. Never bothered to call us and give us an update. My siblings would fall asleep, and I'm the youngest. I would sit up with fucking anxiety, literally having panic attacks, wondering if my mom and dad are dead, you know? After a while, you just get numb to that, and you're like, well, I guess if it ever does happen, I'm prepared, so. And then you got Natasha over there fucking pulling her Oprah Winfrey bullshit. Do you guys need a security system? I'm going to buy one for you. Natasha, first of all, is she implying that I would fucking go to Kansas and hurt my parents or something? Like, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, nobody wants to go to Kansas. All right? And they live in a town of like 500 people. Everybody knows each other. I think they're good. But if that makes you look like a saint in public, Natasha, then by all means, get him a fucking security system. You dumb bitch. So fucking stupid. Exactly. She'll collect money off that shit and she'll keep it. She will keep it. And fucking ring cams and all that, they don't cost that much. So if you're raising money on my parents' fucking name, shame on you too, bitch. So just the bullshit. And by the way, my mother brought this publicly to YouTube. I brushed her shit off for years. That's what I encouraged my siblings to do. I'm like, dude, when mom's mean like that, which is all the time, just fucking don't let it get to you. Just brush it off. She's our mom. And they're like, nope, no, she has done it way too many times. No way in hell. So yeah, when my mom does that publicly on here and then participates in me being dragged in every way, shape, or form, especially with very, very personal, close things to me, which by the way, my mom's never even reached out to me when I told people that I was raped. And yes, I was raped, Amy. Okay. However, when I look at it as a really bad hookup, just a hookup gone wrong, that's how I like to refer to it because it takes the power out of it, bitch. Deal with it. It's my fucking story. I'll fucking do with it what I please, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you believe. Just the hypocrisy that these people have, again, is what bugs me. Oh my God, did you hear what he said? Really? Well, bitch, you were literally laughing about, like, me being raped in my asshole and shit flying out of my ass. Like, what? Are you fucking stupid? Wait, you are stupid. Never mind. You are. So I'm very, like, as a Gemini, we also study people, okay? And we try to get the big picture of things. That's why I like to have peace and be fair with people and give people a chance. That's how I like to operate. But how could you not be self-aware enough to know that you're saying foul shit to somebody, being completely careless of how it could affect them? Literally. Like, I'm cool, you know? I mean, I have sex anyways, so that's why I'm like, okay, well, it was just a really, really painful, bad sexual experience. That's how I'm gonna look at it, because it is. And Amy, shut the fuck up. She's like, And instead of being online, why don't you pick up the phone? You call the police on everybody on YouTube from making a parody of you, but you won't pick up the phone and call the police to report the man who raped you. Okay. Well, first of all, no, I do not call the police over bullshit stuff on YouTube, Amy. I call the police when there's real life people like you. Much like you called the police on me, Amy, because I had an opinion of you. What was it, 6 months ago now? You are the one who picks up the phone and Karen's the fuck out because you're insecure, bitch. And it shows on your face in person, shows in your attitude, and it shows in your pessimistic fucking attitude. You are such a fucking monotone, angry, bitter fucking person. Like you're always like I understand when I'm talking about negative shit, at least I try to like be funny about it for the most part and make jokes out of it while I'm getting my opinions out. Amy, when do you fucking have a genuine laugh, honey? You don't. The only time I hear Amy laugh is when she's forcing a fake laugh out at Granny Fanny, waiting for him to shut the fuck up so she could start talking her shit. It's the only time. That's what true misery is, folks. So if you pay attention and study people, you will see that. Same shit with Natasha. Miserable cunts who want to go low and like what if let's say that I was and I'm not. What if I was like really, really fucking like traumatized and borderline like unaliving mood and let's say I was like a heavy drug user. Well, then what the fuck are you doing? You're literally making jokes about someone sexually raping my butthole. And then on top of that, you're fucking making fun of like sobriety and addiction. Like, do you not have any self-awareness to see that you're being a fucking vindictive, spiteful cunt? So however I respond to you, you definitely deserve it. Period. Amy, I had no fucking problem with you, honey. You literally did the same thing Natasha did to me. Hey, Taylor, you could not take it that I would not get involved in your fight with Nikki. I love you both. I don't want to do this. And all I did was point out one flaw in your story and say, hey, this isn't true. So maybe if you correct this, maybe that could help. And you flipped out on me. You were on Retro's panel when I had messaged you that, and you immediately did the same thing Natasha does. You went to my addictions, you went to my marriage, my real life. Bitch, it's not my fault that you're fucking so insecure that people don't hate everybody you hate. I don't hate anybody. I don't even hate them. That's why with Natasha, like, listen, I like to share the love that I experience from God and from Christ because it's real. It's not bullshit. I'm not forcing it on anyone, and I'm not telling anyone to change their beliefs. All right. You literally have bitchy ass people like this who claim they go strictly by the Bible. That's why they get so offended when I rip it up, when I tell people if you're not going to follow the book, you might as well rip it up. And they twist that fucking message. So tell me how you're this beautiful Christian loving person when literally your first go-to is to not allow somebody to have the peace that they're requesting and instigating them. And then when they politely say, no, sorry, I love you both, I don't want to be involved, you literally go to the lowest of the low that you think will really fucking hurt them. That's real fucking Christian-like of you, isn't it? And you will sit there and say, oh, Robbie's not a Christian. He don't pray to the same God I do. Well, I mean, I don't call myself anything. I love Jesus, period. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you're just going to have to deal with that. That's not going to change my opinion on that. So when you literally like use your power, so to speak, and say, He's gonna burn forever and he's gonna do this. Bitch, I never do that to you because I know that God loves everybody. Even if I dislike them, God still loves them. You ain't gonna hear me out here telling people, "Oh, God hates you," and this is happening. No, I know God loves you. You're a cunt, but He loves you because I may not understand you and how you operate and all that, but God does. God is all knowing, so I trust Him, and I just try to not fuck with people like that. But God knows me too. He's all knowing, and He knows if you're gonna push my buttons and shit, that I'm still to this day working on not going low back. But I have not stopped that yet. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. I mean, you guys get what you give. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, God, for saying fuck in between your name, but you get me, so we're good. So that's why do you really think that if I was ashamed, like people are like, oh, he hid his community post, he hid his video. Yeah, don't we all do that? And yeah, if I say some stuff that I know you dumbasses are gonna like mass report, then I fucking take it down, bitch. It's already out of my system. And I don't take back what I said. I ain't ashamed of it, but I know how shady you bitches are. So do you really think if I was like, oh my God, yeah, I do need to change? No. If anything, I'm gonna keep staying the fucking same because in my younger years, I would tolerate fucking manipulating passive aggressive people like yourselves. And I don't tolerate that anymore. I don't. I forgive it. But one thing I'm learning again is to not let those fucking people back in my life, just like I've let my mom back in my life repeatedly. Because I'm like, okay, she's my mom. No, nope, can't do it. That woman's never. Now, I don't like saying people are never going to change. In my observation and experience, she never has been interested in making a positive change because that woman, her misery and the things she complains about, oh, none of my children talk to me. None of my grandchildren. None of this, none of that. I'm like, mm-hmm. Okay, so mom, you can do one of two things. You can just fucking be like, yeah, that really sucks, but I still need to be happy and try to focus on other things. Or you could fucking own up to the common denominator of you being the common denominator of all those people not talking to you. Surely it's not all of us. It's you. Okay? And I'm done fucking catering to your bullshit, whiny fucking bullshit. And you're so pessimistic. My mother is the most pessimistic person I've ever met in my life. Like, you could tell her, oh, mom, well, why don't you watch something funny, mom? Or why don't you try to get your mind off things? Or just try to give her some sort of inspiration. And she will fucking shoot that shit down immediately. No, no. Okay, well, then you are your own problem. See, that's why I'm not miserable like all these cunts out here. They want me to be, literally. I've said over and over, this has been the worst year of my life, but I'm so fucking blessed. Like, God is amazing. And it seems like, I mean, shit just keeps, I don't know when it's going to stop. However, like, God gets me through it. I mean, this year has been a lot of shit, but without God, it'd be so overwhelming. And I trust God, period. And you just like the older I get, especially the stronger my faith grows over the years, I trust him. I'm like, even if it feels hopeless, even if I feel like I'm never going to get out of a situation or it's never going to get better, yeah, it will. Yes, it will. And God does it every time. Every time. So I don't know what y'all's experience is with God, but keep your fucking judgmental shit over there. And you could twist my words all you want, but that ain't going to change the fact that God is amazing. It's not about me. You know, people are like, oh, he claims to be this good person and a Christian. The fuck did I say that? Dude, I'm the biggest cunt, and God loves me. It ain't about me. I'm telling you how awesome God is. Now, I am pretty awesome, I will say that, but I ain't bragging about myself when it comes to God. It's all Him. And you know what? I am pretty awesome, but it's because of God. Y'all out here pointing fingers and all that fucking bullshit. Focus on your own shit, dude. You really think people are going to listen to a fucking hateful person pushing their fucking beliefs and like judging people and spiting them to hell? That's not appealing. That's why when I talk about my relationship with God, I'm very careful not to make it sound judgmental when people are like, oh, well, you believe that. I don't. I'm like, oh, yeah, great. No, I respect everyone's beliefs. I just love to share how crazy and the miracles and just how awesome God is. My life gets fucking pretty crazy, but God is so fucking cool. And He's funny. His little smart ass fucking science He sends me, just all sorts of shit. He is the most love and the most like acceptance of being accepted for exactly who I am that I'll ever feel. And I hope other people can feel that way because God understands me and He understands your cunty asses too. Amen, Dragonfly. Yes, Lottie. I wish you peace too, Taylor. Yeah, and we are a product of our own design. And like, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, I didn't even want to go at my mom. Okay, she chose to go there, so I'm like, okay, well, you know how I am. If you're going to be rude, especially publicly, I'm going to correct you and probably throw a little bit extra in there for you. Okay. So these bitches that like, oh my god, that's his mom, and and Tiffany, I don't want to hear that coming out of your fucking mouth. Because your son, what, that lives in Hawaii, doesn't even talk to you or let you talk to your grandchild, bitch. There's reasons for that. Shit happens. So I don't think you got any place to talk, girl. And yes, my mom is extremely hard to tolerate or hard to even have a functioning relationship with. Oh, well, I don't give a fuck if her title is mom. I have so many beautiful people in my life, and that's what people, you know, they overlook. Or they're like, oh my God, look at how many people Robbie has thrown away in the last year. Yeah. And I stand by every single person I did throw away the last year. Because you don't meet the qualifications to have a happy existence in my world. Like, you stress me out, you're annoying, and you're shady. So yeah, when I have hundreds, if not thousands of friends, that's going to happen pretty often because there's a lot of shady people out there. Now, I do want to apologize to Andy Cruz. I was really pissed off that night. Natasha had my dad up, and all I saw was mainly some of what people were saying in his chat, and I shouldn't hold him accountable for that, so I'm sorry, Andy, but I took a link, and I was so rude and mean to him, and I am sorry for that, Andy, because, you know, he was just simply reviewing a stream or a topic, and I mean, obviously it is a very personal thing to me, so I was already upset about it. So I do apologize, Andy. So yeah, you just and Dragonfly, I've never like I'm good at debating or arguing with people because I mean, fuck, man. That's another thing. People are like, oh, it's an excuse. Okay, first of all, the zodiac is a part of my spiritual beliefs and it's factual. So yeah, us Geminis, we will fucking put you in your place. Don't piss a fucking Gemini off because we're mouthy. I don't know what to tell you. Trump is a Gemini. Like, we are controversial people because we don't give a fuck what you think. And we will give you exactly what you give us, but probably better. So perhaps people should practice some self awareness. Hey, Caitlin, love you. And think of where issues truly start. Now, most of you know the answers who have started issues with me. You are the fucking problem because I don't just out of nowhere want to start fighting with people. That's not something I'm interested in. It's exhausting. It's stressful for everybody. But if you're gonna do that, you can't expect people to bow down and kiss your ass. And folks, if you have those type of friendships where you're making somebody kiss your ass, or you're kissing someone else's ass, that's not a friendship. That's not a relationship. Get out of it. Hope you're doing good, COVIDs. Oh God, Trisha, there's so many messages from my mom. I actually have one. Um, my mom's big on sending voice recordings and her very bitter, angry voice, even if she's like, even if nothing is like going on that day, she just has this negative tone in her voice. That's why I miss the drunk mom, because she was always like, as neglectful as she was as a mother, she was fun and she just was more lenient and nice and not uptight. And I'm telling you, when I was raised by two mothers, I truly was Jekyll and Hyde, night and day, different, even different morals. Everything was is different, and I miss the drunk version of her. She should start drinking again, and maybe she'll be more likable. But anyway, yeah, I don't, I don't enjoy fighting with people. Unfortunately, shit happens, and I'm not one of those people that'll just allow you to fucking walk all over me. We could have different beliefs, we could have different opinions, we could have different friends, all those things. But as soon as you like start disrespecting that or be two faced and backstabbing, then yes, we are going to have a problem. I'm sorry to the other friends that you may have that do not speak up for themselves. I find that to be a very miserable existence for them. They should learn to do so. But I'm not the one, bitch. So there's that. Anyways, guys. Oh, and COVID's, by the way, tell Mel, I try to send her update. I don't think I gave her my new number again. I gave her my new number, but then I changed it again because spam calls. Tell her that the plants that she got on my Amazon wish list when I moved in here, the little one, her name is Sabrina, as in Sabrina Carpenter, and the other one is Tate, as in Tate McRae. They are so happy, these plants, and they're growing so beautifully. So tell her thank you. Um, Also, my little Trump is doing amazing. He's very shy, so I'm going to take his tubes out of his cage so that he can form a comfortable um, bond with me because he's a very, very timid hamster. He's very shy. And I got him these hamster eye drops because he did something. He must have jumped and like hit it on something in there because he was squinting for a while. So it's very hard to get to him when he's in the tube. So I could put the eye drops in his eyes. So if you guys could say a prayer for little Trump, I would appreciate that. Hey, Venus. Rocket number 9, take off to the planet Venus. That's a really good Gaga song. And don't hate on me, folks. I think Lady Gaga's new album, well, her latest one, it just sucks. It really does suck. Abracadabra. I didn't like it when I first heard it. Then it got kind of catchy. Now it's annoying. Disease is like the only song on there that I like, kind of. But the music video, if you've seen the music video for that, it's extremely disturbing. So it ruins the song for me. So I can't listen to the song without thinking of like the creepy, demonic looking Lady Gaga images. It's just it's a very weird video. So go watch it. Disease. I think that was her first single. It's just very disturbing. Gaga, I get it. We all like to be artistic, but can you tone it down on the fucking carnage, candy, and gore, please? Fuck. He is such a sweet hamster. And Lottie, I think the reason my other hamsters formed such a very quick bond with me is because I did not have their tubes in the cage in the beginning of when I first got them. Hey, Azza. Um, and as much as he loves them, I'll put them back in. But you know, when you're a new hamster and you're in a new place, it's a place to like run and like hide instead of like, you know, bonding. And he needs that bonding because he sure is a shy little guy. He's so sweet though. Like he'll come out and take snacks out of my hands. He's just a very introverted, sweet little hamster, and he's so kind. Like when I have picked him up, when I've got him out of the tubes, he's the first hamster I've ever had that has never tried to bite me ever. Even if he's like, you know, a little bit timid and shy, he won't bite me. I even like held him in my hand for a while, like, okay, are you ever going to try to bite me? And he won't. He's a very sweet, very innocent, kind soul. Hey, Abe. Yeah, Venus. It's called Disease. It came out like, I don't know, in December, November. Ah, it is a good song, but the music video ruined it for me. There are no more tears to cry. I'm begging some for life. Running out of medicine. You're worse than you've ever been. Ah, ah, screaming on the inside. Ah, ah, like you're gonna die. Ah, ah, poison on the inside. I could be your antidote tonight. I could be the doctor. I could kill your disease. Something, something, something. It's a good song. It's just, I can't do it. It has a very, like, you know, when you like hear something or watch something, it has a very bad energy to it, like a bad vibe. That's what I get from that song and music video. It's like, and it's not because Lady Gaga, she's not evil. Some of her music videos may look like that, but there's something about that song. There's a very bad energy to it, and I don't like the feeling of it. Do I have a cuddle pouch? Yeah, I have a little like a carrier. Dawn, and I also have, it's a hamster playpen. That's like really, it's like the size of a baby playpen. Um, that he can come out and run around. But see, the problem is, like, I go off their energy. So if my hamster or my pet, but mainly hamsters, like if they're acting like they're timid or shy or they don't, you know, want to do something, if you guys ever get a hamster, don't make them do it, and don't startle them. Don't scare them or make them feel uncomfortable or nervous, because that can cause wet tail. Now, luckily, none of my hamsters have ever gotten wet tail, but that's like the number one. Like even baby hamsters can get it, and stress can give them wet tail, and that kills them if you don't. Now, I always keep wet tail drops on standby just in case, because I'm a responsible parent. But yeah, like if they get wet tail and you don't give them the wet tail medicine within a certain amount of time, I heard they can like die pretty quickly. And so I've just gone like Sandra. She was a bitchy hamster. She would bite me, but she still was social. So I learned how to like have a relationship with her. And then Carol was like the most social, sweetest little teddy bear ever. She always put her arms up for me to pick her up. So cute. And then Dojo was super sweet like Carol, but she was super shy. So, and then Trump, he's my boy. The others were girls, and he's just a different breed. So I'm just going at his pace and not rushing him. And he will, we will just see what happens. Morning, Kimberly. I'm actually getting ready to go to bed. I'm really tired. Yeah, wet tail is horrible. That's my biggest fear is, and that's why I never like to make loud noises or like, jump scare them or surprise them. I always like let them know I'm about to open the cage or getting closer. I go so they know I'm coming because you don't want to startle them. It could really scare them and make them sick. So anyway, all right, guys, thanks for listening. I think that's all I had to say. I don't give a fuck what they think about my experience or opinion with any of the personal fucking shit in my life. But I'm flattered y'all fucking care. And y'all can keep Joan and Dave, because none of my fucking siblings want them, and neither do I. Have at it. No one fucking cares. But I will put a bitch in their place when they get a little too bold and cocky with them lies. Okay? And I heard my dad, because people in the chat were like, oh, that's a lie. His parents weren't alcoholics. And so my dad was like, yeah, we were not. He's just, the lie is coming out of his mouth. And I'm like, prove that I'm lying, bitch. I done told people. Him saying, we didn't drink, we didn't do this. You fucking idiots come from true crime. I told you to go look up their arrest record. Shit, you pull up mine nonstop. Go pull it up. Just a couple of years ago, these fuckers were getting buck wild on each other, violent, not keeping their hands to themselves, and getting arrested. Okay, bitch? And they're way beyond adults of what they were when I was a kid, and they have not changed. They've only gotten worse. I hope you have a blessed day too, COVIDs. You sleep well too, Dragon. Love you, Don. Love you guys. All right, I'm out of here. So take your fucking opinions and fucking shove them right up my fucking parents' ass. I don't give a shit. Because I ain't ever changing mine, bitch. Because it's my story. Not you fucking YouTube lurkers or fucking people that want to insert because you don't like me. So unless you want people going into your personal shit and doing reports on your fucking family and shit, I mean, fair is fair, right? Just fucking fuck off. We don't get along anymore. I don't talk to you guys. Natasha is desperate to do something that like throws me over the edge, and it's not going to happen. Yeah, I will fucking cuss her out and say vulgar shit to her because she deserves it. She's a terrible fucking human being, and I don't give a fuck. I will never apologize to Natasha. All the hatred she puts out in the world, that's why she's miserable. Because, see, you don't have to push karma or anything. Like, God sees the horrible shit she does. And as much as he may love her, he's also going to put shit there to teach you. I listen to these bitches every day say, oh, well, he's never going to learn. God's going to keep doing stuff. Bitch, what exactly am I learning? What? Because you say I'm a junkie that does meth every day, irresponsible fucking loser. And with the terrible fucking year I've had, this is the most independent I've been in years. So I'm doing something right. And you know what that something is? Trusting God. So you cunts should do the same. Have a good day. God bless.
No.